forgot my book. I'll be right back.
Don't look at my butt.
Ew, why do I have such a hard time saying this? Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Zach, and this is my van. I'm in the front seat today, so it's a little different than normal. So, today is gonna be like a super simple, like sit down and chit chat video, nothing crazy. I am in the process of building out this van to turn into my tiny home. So yeah, if you're new here, that's kind of why this looks like this and my background's this, is because I'm just sitting in the front seat currently. I've been working on the process, trying to get this started for 3 years now, and back in January, in the beginning of January, I decided to just take the leap of faith and do it. So I'm here, currently, sitting here in my van talking to you in the front seat. So yeah, just wanted to today sit down and chit chat with you guys and tell you guys my why. And why I have decided to do this, why I've decided to make the jump, why I've decided to move myself and my dogs into a tiny space and make such a drastic, like, huge change in my life. And like I said before, this is something I knew I was gonna do eventually. Didn't know when, but I'm here now. So yeah, we're doing it. So my why. I think having a why when doing anything is super important. I have struggled with my why in a lot of different things that I've tried doing. But my why for this, every single time I like drill into this and kind of make stuff permanent, which is scary, my why becomes a little bit more clear. So I think having a why is super important. I think having a why in life is important, and why you're doing something specific. So, and it's different for everybody, but I'm going to tell you 7 different whys that I have in why they are important to me and why I am doing this. Drum roll, please. Number 1 is simplicity and just living simple. So I have always lived in a house my entire life, lots and lots of different types of houses. Bounced all over my entire life with different family members and all these other things, and seeing like different ways of living. Somewhere, you know, you have more luxury, somewhere it's a little bit more simple. Before, when I was a little bit younger, I wanted it all, like most people, you know. I wanted the fancy car and this, that, and the other. I was able to get the car of my dreams, which was great, and I was also able to, you know, get to a point to where I was happy with, and I am very happy with where I'm at. But simplicity to me and living simple really allows you to focus on what you feel like is important to you. I feel like I think I've said this in a couple of my other videos, when you have more and you have more of a complicated life, it kind of ties you down a little bit, and it doesn't allow you to like have that freedom that a lot of people hope for, dream for. And living simply, having a limited space to live in, and having minimal bills, and being able to just not worry about all of the things that society tells us that we have to worry about, is something that really appeases me. And I have come to find that simple things are what is most important to me. I was able to travel and go to a different couple places. I went to Costa Rica and I went to Puerto Rico, and international travel was amazing. I didn't really grow up traveling much outside of the state that I lived in, which is Michigan. I didn't even get to travel much outside of that. So being able to travel like internationally was like fantastic, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things, but it also opened my eyes to saying that I do love the United States. Like, I know that, you know, with everything that's going on in the world, so a lot of people want to flee. But I don't think fleeing is the answer. I think fleeing is just trying to escape the problem, when, in my mind, in my opinion, we should try to help with the issues that have arisen and try to make a difference. And I really feel like I love the United States. I love the land. The land is beautiful here. And I want to explore that a little bit more. Oh, just that simple travel, just traveling around the country, something that really appeases me, and something that I find very, very exciting. So yeah, I just want to live simply. I don't want to obtain a lot of material objects. That's the whole point of this, is because I can't. I don't want to focus on the next newest and biggest thing, and I really just want to allow myself to live a life, well, in the next couple years or so, of just just a very minimal life, very minimalistic life. I love things, don't get me wrong, I think everybody loves things, even if you are a minimalist. Like, I love nice clothes and, things like that, but I also love being able to explore and to adventure. Number 2 is, it's kind of like number 1. Well, I talked about it in number 1, but number 2 is explore. I just want to explore. I want to explore and get out and see different things. I've lived in Michigan my entire life. I've been able to travel, like I said before, here and there in the United States, and, got to go to a couple of places, like, internationally, but exploring to me and seeing new things is beautiful. I mean, I even want to continue exploring Michigan. I don't want to just explore, like, everywhere else. I want to explore Michigan a little bit more and go places that you can't go on, 2-3 day weekend trips or something like that. I love nature. I love this planet. And I really, really, really just want to, like, immerse myself in it as much as possible. And I feel like being able to explore and get out there and find those hidden gems that aren't just the touristy spots where you Google and say, hey, best places to go here, or best places to go there, I feel like being able to explore and being able to see a little bit more of this earth is going to give me more appreciation for it. I have a ton now, but I think that it would allow me to even find more gratitude within the planet that we live on. I just want to explore, see new things, meet new people, and be able to allow my dogs to have that lifestyle as well. I watch a lot of people who travel and things like that with their dogs, and being able to see, like, just the thought of your dog being able to experience just as much as you're experiencing is beautiful. And I really want that for Bean and Penelope, because I just adore them. They're my heart and soul. Be able to go over here and go explore over here, but then guess what? This thing has wheels, so I can come back and be with my family and be in Michigan and, do the things that I do here. Number three is I want to learn more. So I love learning, and not the type of learning where you sit down and you read in a textbook, I like reading, but, like, it's hard. I'm more of a hands-on learner. I want to get out there. I want to get dirty. I just want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can about nature as possible. I want to learn how to take care of a vehicle. I know how to do basic things, but I don't know, like, I want to be able to maintain this vehicle on my own mostly. Like, that's a challenge that I really want to push myself to do even more. Learn as much as I can and get my hands dirty and be able to get out there and promote sustainability as much as possible. Now, it's kind of, what is the word? Like, not a juxtaposition. I don't know. I'm kind of putting my foot in my mouth here because I'm driving around a big old van, and a lot of people would say, promote sustainability, you shouldn't be driving a vehicle around or this, that, or the other. And I know that. I'm aware of that. So I think that if I'm able to promote sustainability and be able to show, like, different things, but also learn and get my hands on and create content with that, I think that that's going to be huge and that's going to be beautiful. And even if it's a small audience, a large audience, it doesn't matter where it goes. But if I can show 20 people, I can show 20 people different ways. I have a goddaughter and nieces and nephews, and I really want them to be able to live on the planet that I grew up on as a kid. Volunteering at other or different companies or, what's the word? Why do I always forget the word? Companies or organizations, that's the word. Organizations. If I can, go to different companies, businesses, organizations, and volunteer my time, but then also show, these different things, and I feel like that's beautiful. I also want to learn more about myself. I've gone through a lot, and I have never let that get me down, and that's kind of how I'm here. I've had to make some tough decisions to be here, but I know those tough decisions are going to make something beautiful and blossom something even bigger, and I'm super excited for that. But I'm also excited to just, like, push myself, push myself, challenge myself, and just learn how I will be when I don't have a set schedule every single day, or somewhere where I know I need to be every day, or how am I going to act when this thing breaks down and I don't know what to do, you know? Like, I'm excited to get to know more about myself and how I operate in different situations. Number 4, I really want to live outside of modern comfort. Like I said, right now I live in a house. I have a dishwasher. I have a comfy couch. I have a washer and dryer. I have running hot water. Like, I have all of the modern comforts that everybody needs. To push myself and to grow just a little bit more, pushing myself outside of those boundaries will really allow me to see how those comforts are privileges. I know that all of these comforts that I have are privileges, right? I know that there are people out there in the world that don't have them. And I think that a lot of us take them for granted, like even being able to have a warm house to sleep in, or even having a roof over our head. I think we take all of that for granted. And being able to remove myself from that scenario. I'm not going to have running water. I'm not going to have hot water on demand. I'm going to try to have a compost toilet, but I might have to go dig a hole, you know? Like, I'm going to be living outside of the modern comforts, and I love camping, and I love just being outside. And I think that it's going to be a change, and it's going to be a challenge, but I also think that I will be able to adapt. Yes, that's the word. I will be able to adapt to it. I know that I won't have a dishwasher much longer, and I'm going to have to do all my dishes, and I know I won't have running hot water and like all of these things. So like I am right now, I'm using and abusing them as much as I can right now because I know I'm not going to have them. And I'm excited, honestly, not to have a shower. Even though I will say showers are my sanctuaries. They always have been. They're like my quiet place away from everything, the world, you know? Shower curtain, shut it. It's great, but I'm going to miss that, but I have this now, so this is going to be my sanctuary. And number 5. Number 5 is connection. I feel like community is everything and connection is everything. Like, in my opinion, if we can't connect with ourselves, and it's hard to do that with other people and have those connections with other people. And being able to have or find a community of people who are looking for maybe the same thing I'm looking for challenges, looking for adventure, looking for community. I think the more, the better, right? The more community, the more people you have, the better things are. And if I really feel like there's so much division in this world with race, colors, well, that's the same thing, but race, sexuality, religion, there's so much like division within everything. And I feel like being able to find connections and community and coming together with people and being able to create something larger than ourselves is beautiful. I really feel like I have a bigger goal within all of this, and that's really to be able to make a larger impact. And I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I don't know how I'm going to get there yet. So connection and community, I feel like, is one of the bigger things. I know I can make an impact on the world in small ways, but I feel like the more people, the community, the connection, the better. So yeah, that's number 6. And just kidding. That's number 7. No, fuck. That's number 5. And number 6 is experience. I think that experience is everything. I feel like everybody needs to experience anything that they want to experience in their lives. They should not hold back with anything. So if you want to go sail across the ocean from one continent to another, do it. Even if death happens, you know what? On your deathbed, there's experience there. I feel like experience is what challenges us. It allows us to have such a greater perception on things. It allows us to see different points of view. It allows us to enjoy life. And I feel like experience is something that's going to allow me to grow even more. And when I am 85 years old, I don't know if I'm going to die at 85. I don't know when I'm going to die. When I'm on my deathbed, when I'm an old man, I just want to be able to look back and be proud of myself that I experienced everything I wanted to. Everything that was like itching me to like go do this, go do that, I did it. And I feel like experiencing even the smallest things, this is a pretty big lifestyle change, and it's a big experience, but even the smallest things of Like, maybe having to poop in a hole outside. I don't know. Those experiences make a difference, you know? They make a difference in everybody's life. 7. Last one. Freedom. Freedom. Who doesn't want freedom, you know? Like, who doesn't want to just be able to do whatever the hell they want, you know? Like, I really do feel like I'm 25 currently, and I have the rest of my life to make some big, you know, maybe start a big corporation or company, or settle down and have a family, or whatever that thing is. I have the rest of my life to do it, right? And I've been on that path since I started my adult life, you know, like a career and all those things. And I found that was something that I wasn't looking for currently. And I just want to experience, and there's experience number 6, but the freedom of just being able to do what your heart feels, and be able to have the freedom to explore all of those things, you know, live, like all of those things. I just want to be free. I just want to be free, you know. I just want to float around, and if I was small enough to let the wind pick me up and take me all over the place, listen, I would. I have dreams like that sometimes. Have you guys ever had a dream where you, like, you know, you fly up in the air, but then, you know, I don't know. Yeah. And this van right here, this trusty old van right here, it's going to allow me to do that. It's going to allow me to, if I want to go over to the West Coast, I can go over to the West Coast. If I want to be home in Michigan, I can be home in Michigan. If I want to go surf, I can go surf. If I want to go snowboard, I can go snowboard. If I want to go climb a mountain, I can go climb a mountain. And this van will allow me to do that. And it's like the vessel of this whole experience. And I'm super grateful for that. I'm super excited for that. Freedom to me means being able to do whatever the hell you want. That's freedom to me. And like living, you know, like just living and doing what sets your soul on fire. You know, I love playing. I am a kid. I'm a big kid. I have worked with children on the autism spectrum for the past 6 years, and it's like one of the best jobs in the world, and they have taught me so much, and I've learned so much. And I love playing. Playing is like the best thing in the world, but being able to play outside and just like play hard, you know, and like do the things and allow Earth to be my playground, like that's beautiful. And that's what freedom is. It's like, oh, I want to drive over here and stay in the mountains for a week, I'm gonna do it, you know, because I really feel like we should be able to have those experiences that we want. So yeah, freedom, that's one for me. So yeah, those are my 7 reasons on why I'm doing van life or moving into a van, you know. I don't think my entire everything is going to be about living in the van. I think right now this is just the, you know, getting it up and going, because it's going to be about life, not just the van, but life. It's going to be about life. But those are the 7 reasons why I'm moving into a van and starting this van life adventure, is because I really feel like it's important to share those, you know. And I'm excited for you guys to come along with me and join me, and Penelope and Bean, which I know you can't see over here. Penelope's sitting in the passenger seat, and Bean's on the floor sleeping right now. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to come along with us and just enjoy this experience with us. It's gonna be crazy, but I'm excited. I love a challenge. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't super exciting, but you know, it was just me talking, but listening to me ramble. And Penelope, Bean, and I will see you next week. Also, I wanted to say, just chase your dreams. Just fucking do it, okay? Alright, bye.